everyone, welcome to Learn Spanish with Dummy. So today we're going to learn a very important topic, that is indirect object pronoun. Alright, so what's indirect object pronoun? Simply the thing that you see over here, that's le and les. Okay, so these are indirect object pronoun in Spanish, and we will see them deeply. Alright, so let's go ahead. Alright, first let's just have a little view of what is indirect object and indirect object pronoun in English, and we'll jump to the Spanish. Okay, perfect, let's go ahead. So there's a sentence that says she cooks a fish for Tom. Right now, indirect object is an object. It could be a person, anything for whom we do that action. Okay, for example here, she cooks a fish for Tom. So she's cooking a fish, I mean she's doing an action, and for whom is she doing that? For Tom, right? I mean finally Tom is going to receive this, so Tom is the indirect object. Alright, now what is indirect object pronoun? Simply just when you replace Tom with him, right? Replacing the object with pronoun, that is him, then it becomes indirect object pronoun, like here, she cooks a fish for him, right? So this is what's indirect object. The second is he buys a ring for Maria. Now again, he's doing an action, and for whom he's doing that action? For Maria, right? So Maria is indirect object, and here he buys ring for her. I replaced Maria with her, so it is indirect object her. Okay, now one more thing. How can we know like this is indirect object pronoun and this is indirect object? Is by knowing that it is always before the indirect object, there is always for or there is always to. Okay, so that those are the signs that it is indirect object, and that's it all. Let's move ahead. Alright, so now here we're going to see the indirect object pronouns in Spanish. Okay, first we have me. Me means to me or for me. Okay, to me or for me. And in me, automatically to and for is added. Okay, depending on context. It could be either to me or it could be for me. Alright, next we have te. Te means to you or for you. Okay, now this is the informal you, te. Next we have le. Le is very important, and le can mean to him, to her, to it, or to you, and this you is the formal one. Okay, and le can also mean for him, for her, for it, for you. Okay, so keep it in mind. Next we have nos. Nos means to us or for us. Okay, next os. Os means either it could mean to you all or for you all, and this you all is informal. Les. Now les is very important. It can either mean to them or to you all, and for them or for you all. Now this you all is the formal one. Okay, just go through this, remember them, the uses of it. Okay, and we're going to use them practically. Let's move ahead. Alright, so here we've got some sentence. First sentence says Sam cooks fish for me. Okay, Sam cooks fish for me, and in Spanish it is Sam me cocina pescado. Sam me cocina pescado. Now here me is actually for me. Okay, me. And like we have learned here, right? Me means either to me or for me, right? So yeah, here me. Now if you see here, the order is very different. The indirect object pronoun we always put before the first verb. Okay, so cocina which means cooks. Okay, this is the verb, so we put just in front of the first verb. Sam me cocina pescado is fish. Now if I literally say this, it sounds like this: Sam for me cooks fish. Okay, it's like this is the way how we do it in Spanish, but yes, that's the way you need to do. All right, next is Sam cooks fish for you. Okay, now the person has changed. The indirect object is now you. Now we'll say, what is for you? For you here is te. We'll say, Sam te cocina pescado. Sam te cocina pescado. And it means Sam for you cooks fish. Okay, this is the order how we write it. Alright, after that we have Sam cooks fish for him or for her. Okay, now for him and for her we have learned here. Here le means for him and for her, both of them, right? So we'll say Sam le cocina pescado. Sam le cocina pescado. It means Sam, here le is either for him or for her, cooks fish. Next is Sam cooks fish for us. Alright? Now it says Sam nos cocina pescado. Here nos, because nos means for us, that we have learned, right? Sam cooks fish for you all. That'll be Sam os cocina pescado. Sam os, which is you all, and cocina pescado. Now we have Sam cooks fish for them. Okay, Sam cooks fish for them. It'll be Sam les cocina pescado. Sam les cocina pescado, and here for them we know that it's less, right? If we'll go here, for them it's less, so I put here. So this is very important. Métele nos os les, right? Which means all of them. Just remember them, okay? And we're going to use more of them. Let's go ahead. All right, now here again it's written the order on which to which we need to follow while placing the indirect object. First comes subject, indirect object pronoun, and the verb, okay, that we've learned. Now here we have some sentence. The first is mom cooks vegetable for me. Alright, so it's madre me cocina verdura. Madre me cocina verdura. Now here me is for me, right? Perfect. I buy pizza for her. Selby, yo, what is for her? That's le, right? We've learned. Yo le compro la pizza. Yo le compro la pizza. Perfect. Tom washes the clothes for us. It'll be Tom nos lava la ropa. Okay? Tom nos is for us. Lava is washes. Okay? And ropa is cloth. So you need to know this order. Okay? First comes the subject. After that, indirect object pronoun, which is nos. After that, we put the verb, right? Lava. And after that, you can put clothes and stuff. Okay? We serve the food to them. We serve the food to them. It'll be les servimos la comida. Here, les is to them, and servimos means we serve. Okay. Now here, there was no subject. So we put indirect object first, because servimos itself means we serve. Okay, like you know in Spanish, putting the pronoun is not necessary. Like here even it's yo, right? It's not necessary. I can just say le compro la pizza. It's perfectly good and perfectly fine. Okay, so I here put I les servimos la comida, and it's perfectly fine. Next is he writes the letter to her. Okay, now here él, which is he, le means to her, él le escribe, writes, la carta, which is letter. Okay, él le escribe la carta. Perfect. Last is I open the door for Maria. Open the door for Maria. That'll be yo le abro la puerta a Maria. Okay, yo le abro la puerta a Maria. Now here you may be thinking like, why it's le over here? I mean, a Maria is fine. A means two, and Maria is the girl, right? But why we need to put le here? Okay, now putting the le means to her. I'm sorry, for her. Okay, le signifies for her, and le also signifies that I'm opening the door and I'm doing this action for some person. Okay, and you know, like indirect object pronoun, it shows that you're doing an action for some person, right? So just if we'll see this much part, yo le abro la puerta, it means I, for her, open the door. Okay, or I open door for her. Now I put here a Maria. It's just to show that I want to specify that who is le, because for her it's not clear, right? So to clear that her is Maria, so I put a Maria. Now I have colored them le and a Maria because a Maria and le are exactly the same thing. Okay, so and whenever this kind of situation comes where there is a name, you're going to put the indirect object pronoun. Okay, and at the end you need to put the name like this, anything, Maria, Tom. Perfect. All right, now it says that since le can mean for him or to him or for her to her, so sometimes to clarify who the person is, okay, a and plus name is written at the end. Okay, it's the same thing that we just saw in the last slide. Like when you say I buy a book for her, right? Then you just say yo le compro un libro. Yo le is for her, compro, buy, un libro is book, right? Yo le compro un libro. This much means I buy book for her. But if you want to specify that her is Maria, then what you do? Yo le compro un libro, and at the end put a and put Maria. Now this a can either mean to, can either mean for, okay, for Maria, and le means for her, so it's the same thing, right? Perfect. Next is she buys a house for him. Now we say ella le compra una casa. Okay, compra una casa, which is casa is house. But I want to specify him is Tom. So I'll say ella le compra una casa a Tom. Okay, a Tom. It's the same thing as le. Now next we have he asked many questions to her. Okay, then I'll say él le hace muchas preguntas. Hace muchas preguntas, haces does, muchas, many, preguntas, questions. Does many questions, it's same as saying ask many questions, right? So, él le hace muchas preguntas will cover this much. He asked many questions to her. But if you want to specify that her is Rosa, then you say, él le hace muchas preguntas a Rosa. Okay? So, by this, it is knowing that you're referring to Rosa. By her, you're referring to Rosa. Okay? So, that's the thing. Let's move ahead. Alright, now we're going to learn where we are going to place the indirect object pronoun when there are two verbs. Okay, so it's very easy. Let's go ahead, let's see. First sentence we have mom can cook soup for me. Okay, here what is the indirect object pronoun? For me, right? This much is the indirect object pronoun. Now we are going to see where it is placed. So here first we have done is madre puede cocinarme sopa. Okay, here madre is mom, puede is can, cocinar is cook. Okay, and here we have indirect object pronoun. Okay, what we have done is we have attached it in the second verb. Okay, and sopa is soup. Madre puede cocinarme sopa. So what we do is normally we place the indirect object pronoun on the second verb. Okay, cocinar is the second verb. And cocinar, and also one more thing, the second verb we never conjugate it, so it may be looking like cocinar, like it's ending with ar. It's because we don't conjugate it. Okay, and this is the way how it looks. All right, next what we do is madre me puede cocinar sopa. Okay, here what we are doing, we are just putting indirect object before the first verb, just like when we place it in when there's just one verb. Same, it's second one is easy. So either you can attach it in the second verb, or either you can place it before the first verb. Okay, so that's it. Simple, very easy. And next we have I want to buy pizza for her. Okay, so you say yo quiero. Quiero is want. Comprar is to buy. Yo quiero comprar, and le we attach le pizza. Okay, yo quiero comprar le pizza. Perfect. Or you can say yo le quiero comprar pizza. What I'm doing again, putting indirect object before the first verb. Okay, yo le quiero comprar pizza. Now if I literally read them, it will sound like this: I want to buy lace for her. I want to buy for her pizza. Okay, and this will sound like this: I for her want to buy pizza. I mean, it's very different from the English order, but both of them are perfectly fine, both perfectly correct. Okay, next is Tom has to wash clothes for us. Now we'll say Tom tiene que lavarnos la ropa. Okay, Tom tiene que lavarnos la ropa. Now here tiene is has, and que here is to. Okay, whenever after have you put to, you need to put que as to. And lavar is the second verb, which is was, and we attach nos. Okay, perfect. Or you can say Tom nos tiene que lavar la ropa. Okay, so if you're not aware of making this sort of sentence, I want this can thing with two verbs, I've dropped the link in the description below. Okay, you can check them out. All right, perfect. Now we have some more sentence, which is we want to serve the food to them. So you say queremos, we want, servir, serve, les to them. Queremos servirles la comida. Okay, or you can say les to them, les queremos servir la comida. Perfect. Alright, so next is he's going to write a letter to her. So it'll be él va a escribirle una carta. Él va a escribirle una carta. So those who are not familiar with this kind of sentences, it's like this. He is él. Él va means is going. Okay, él va, and this a is to. Escribir is write. Él va a escribir means he's going to write this much. Okay. Lays for her, sorry, to her una carta, a letter. Now, this is kind of a future sentence. Okay. So if you're not aware of them, I will leave the link description below. You can just check it out as well. Okay. All right. Next we have él le va a escribir una carta. Okay. Now again we put le in front of the verb. It means he to her is going to write a letter. The last we have I have to open the door for Maria. Okay, it means tengo que abrirle la puerta a Maria. Okay, tengo que abrir is open, second verb, so le we have attached here. Tengo que abrirle la puerta a Maria. Alright, or you can say le tengo que abrir la puerta a Maria. Alright, so now here we're going to see some of the present continuous sentences. Okay, and we will see where do we place this indirect object pronoun. So let's see them. Okay, it says that in present continuous, indirect object pronoun can be placed in two places. Okay, so let's see them. Like it is, I'm cooking rice for her. So you say, yo le estoy cocinando arroz. Yo le is for her, right? Yo le estoy is I am. Yo le estoy cocinando is cooking. Yo le estoy cocinando arroz. Okay, literally it's like saying I, for her, am cooking rice. Alright. Next is yo estoy cocinándole arroz. Yo estoy cocinándole arroz. So what do we do here? We are attaching on the second verb, which we call this part as present participle. Okay, eating, dancing, walking, we call them present participle. So we attach the indirect object pronoun to the present participle. Okay, so we can do this way as well. Yo estoy cocinándole arroz. It means I'm cooking lays for her, arroz is rice. So both of them are correct. Okay, next is she's buying a gift for him. Okay, so you say ella le está comprando un regalo. Ella le está, is comprando, buying. Ella le está comprando un regalo, okay, a gift. Or you can do is you can attach this le in the second one, that's present participle. So you can say ella está comprándole un regalo. Ella está comprándole un regalo. Okay, like this. Perfect. Next, professor is teaching to us. Okay, so you can say profesor nos está enseñando. Profesor nos está enseñando. It's like saying professor to us is teaching. Okay, or you can say profesor está enseñándonos. Profesor está enseñándonos. Okay, we attach in the present participle, which is this enseñando, which means teaching. Okay, so that's the way you can attach it in the present participle. You can just put it before the first verb. Now let's see some present perfect sentences. Okay, and let's see when do we all right, now let's see some present perfect sentence and let's see where do we place it. Okay, so in the present perfect sentence we just place it in the one place, that is before the first verb. Okay, so when I say I have cooked rice for her, then I say yo le he cocinado arroz. Okay, yo le for her, a means have, yo le he cocinado is cooked, yo le he cocinado arroz. Okay, she has bought a gift for him. She has bought a gift for him will be ella le ha comprado un regalo. Ella le ha comprado un regalo. Again, putting le before the first verb. Okay, ella sí for him has, comprado is bought, a regalo is gift, right? Now mom has written a letter to us, so it'll be madre nos ha escrito una carta. Madre nos ha escrito una carta. Again, nos before the first verb. Okay, and finally they have played the music for us. It'll be ellos nos han tocado la música. Ellos nos han tocado la música, and it means they for us have played the music. Okay, that's the order for the present perfect sentences. And now it is very easy, guys. Okay, You don't need to worry about this thing. Like one of the very common thing is putting this indirect object pronoun before the first verb is common for all of them. Okay, so if you are ever confused, just put it before the first verb and it's done. Boom. All right, now I know I've just introduced a lot of new things like present continuous sentences, present perfect sentences, and if you're not aware of them, for you I'm going to again in the description below I'm going to put all of the link for this topics. You can just go ahead, look at it and just play with it and learn it. I hope this video was helpful. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.